just to quickly introduce Nagrik and this Talk in the Town platform that we've been trying to create over the last 2 years. Nagrik is a think tank which focuses on issues of smaller cities, trying to bring voices and narratives that are rooted in smaller towns, which can influence thinking about them, help people reimagine the future that these cities can have. But a lot of times that future is decided not within these cities. And over the years, we've had different kinds of people who come, and we try to bring actors, change makers, interesting people who are either based in these small cities or working on similar cities. And when we were doing a commentary on the I think decline of single screen theaters, and a lot of our team, everyone is from one small town or the other, that story really clicked with us. And when we read about you, we really thought that we want to get you on this podcast and hear your amazing journey. ये आपके एनेक्डोट्स के अंदर ही इतनी विटी कमेंट्री मुझे छोटे शहरों पे मिल गई है कि वो क्वेश्चंस पूछने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, क्योंकि जो चीजें आपके एक्सपीरियंस ने इन छोटे छोटे शहरों के, इन सिनेमा ओनर्स की, सिनेमा गोवर्स की कहानी में है, वो नहीं सुनने को मिलेगी अदरवाइज आपको, वो इन्हीं एनेक्डोट्स में ही निकल के आ रही है. बट एक चीज मैं फिर भी, like we keep thinking about the changing nature of cinema going culture in India, uh, but there is also a lot of economy associated with it. So इस changing culture के अंदर, यानी with the cinemas closing and multiplexes opening, आपने did you see a very big difference in the local economy, in the local community, कि किस तरह के jobs बंद हो गए या नए तरह के jobs आ गए, या फिर जो सोसाइटी का कोहेजन था, काफी सारी चीजें आपकी बातों में निकल के आई कि हाउ द कम्युनिटी इज सो वेल इंटीग्रेटेड, बट नाउ दिस इज चेंजिंग. सो एनी सच anecdotes or insights that you have come across? I'm sure you have.
So since a single screen cinema had 1,000 seats, right? So 700 to 1,200 सीटें थी उसमें, तो उस जमाने में हाउसफुल हो भी जाता था, तो इस तादाद में लोग आते भी थे. Each cinema used to have this bunch of ancillary businesses that used to flourish. चाहे वो पान वाला हो, चाहे वो नाई की दुकान हो, चाहे वो चाय वाला हो, जूस वाला हो, बेकरी हो, जूते की दुकान हो, जैसा भी हो, क्योंकि जब आदमी रुका हुआ है फिल्म के लिए, तो इन सब छोटी मोटी चीजों का वो सेवन कर लेता है. हाँ, तो एक जैसे एक चाय वाले मिले थे हमको, पूना में मिले थे, सिनेमा टूट चुका था, तो कहते कि भैया जब ये सिनेमा चलता था उसमें 1,000 सीटें थी, और जब नई बड़ी फिल्म आती तो 5-5 शो होते थे, तो आप समझ लीजिए 5,000 लोग रोज इस सिनेमा में अंदर बाहर कर रहे हैं. कहते उस जमाने हम लोग 1,000 लीटर दूध खरीदते थे, इतनी चाय बनती थी. आज 1 लीटर भी भारी पड़ता है. So कहाँ we used to make nearly 20,000 cups of tea a day, you know, and now कोई आ गया तो बड़ी बात है, चूल्हा जला दे. पान वाला सेम प्रॉब्लम. अभी हम वहां थे, मद्रास में थे, तो एक बहुत पुराना सिनेमा है, उसके दीवार के साथ एक नाई की दुकान है. नाई करीब अब 70 साल के हो गए, और वो सुबह से रम पीते हैं और रात तक रम ही पीते हैं. एक दिन मैं गया था वहां, he was the go between to find the key to open that cinema to go in. अब हर बार मिलो तो बिल्कुल, एक तो हिंदी बोलते नहीं थे, एक तो केवल तमिल बोलते थे, तो थोड़ा मैं समझ लूं, लेकिन वो बोल तो कुछ समझ में ना आया. So one day I caught him a little semi-sober. Then he said, no, I've spoken to the man and he'll bring the key in half an hour. He said, you know, my father, he's pointed at the portrait, he said, my father started this barber shop in 1950. He said, we had a clientele of about 300 to 500 people a day. जो शो के पहले थोड़ा, you know, ट्रिम या मूछ या दाढ़ी या जो भी, थोड़े बाल कटा लिए, थोड़ा, you know, फेशियल करा लिया, एक बार टिकट खरीद लिया, तो शो का इंतजार कर रहा है ना, क्या करो आधे घंटे के लिए, चलो मूछ ट्रिम करा लेते हैं. कहते 20 साल से तो कोई आया नहीं है. कहते चलो सिनेमा तो बंद हो गया, लेकिन हमें सड़क पे नाई की दुकान तब से है. कहते वो सामने जो सैलून खुल गया ना, सब वहां जाते हैं, और मेरे हाथ हिलते हैं अब, तो मेरे को भरोसा नहीं करता. But from 200 to 300 to 400 clients a day, they went to zero. You know, the day the cinema finally shut, his धंधा was finished. You know, people used to print tickets. Okay, जो टिकट छापने वाले लोग थे, उनके धंधे खत्म हो गए. I met this gentleman. I'd seen in one of the older cinemas in Bombay. I found a calendar on the wall of one of the offices in the cinema. It said 2 brothers printing services. 2 or 3 brothers. 3 brothers. जो भी था. तो वो मैंने एक फोटो खींच के रखी थी, तो एक दिन मुझे अचानक वो याद आया, तो वो जो नंबर था मैंने फोन कर दिया. Someone answered the phone. I said, sir, I'm doing this work on cinemas. I've been collecting tickets also. I want to know if by any chance, since you were well known in this community as the person to print tickets from, do you have any of the old guides or letters or the dies that you used to use? He said, Hemant, मेरा तो धंधा कब का खत्म हो गया, जब से cinemas बंद हुए. He said, there were people who started the whole computer ticket printing in which we could keep up because we were still doing letterpress, ink वाली printing. और वो इतनी रफ्तार से आया कि हम लोग का धंधा खत्म हो गया. इसे लेकिन आप मुझे मिलने जरूर आना, मैं आपको कुछ चीजें दिखाऊंगा. So I fixed an appointment and I went to meet him. I'm forgetting his name. Wonderful fellow. He's about 65, I think, and he had these folders in which he preserved sheets of all the tickets they had printed over the years, or some of the significant tickets they printed over the years. Wow. तो मुंह में लाल टपक गई, हमने कहा ये तो क्या करूं, कैसे मांगूं? And he also had the 1952 Mughal-e-Azam ticket from Maratha Mandir, the original. And he had one for Lotus Cinema Bombay for the same year, which he'd found and collected for himself. Like I said, I've collected more than 700-800 tickets on this journey. It's another thing, I've been collecting tickets. Yes. I said, अगर आप मुझे अनुमति दें तो मैं ये फाइल आपकी ले जाता हूँ 10 दिन के लिए. मैं अपनी सब स्कैनिंग अपने घर पे करता हूँ. मैं 600 DPI पे स्कैन करता हूँ टिफ. मैं आपको वादा करता हूँ कि 10 दिन के अंदर मैं खुद आपको ये फाइल वापस कर दूंगा. तो इसे फाइल क्यों ले जानी है आपको? जो मेरे तो किसी काम के नहीं है. जो डुप्लीकेट टिकट है उसका फाड़ के देता था. So he gave me for 45-50 tickets, and these are for Eros, Regal, Metro, and some of them actually have the film printed on them. कि border का वो टिकट है, जो भी है 50. He said ये जो मुगल आजम की 2 टिकटें हैं, इनके पास मेरी डुप्लीकेट, लेकिन because you're a nice man and I trust you, please bring them back to me after you scan them. Amazing. So he gave me a whole bunch of tickets, and he gave me these 2, which I scanned and dutifully returned to him a few days later. Amazing. I spoke to a in Delhi also, and unfortunately they also shut down. I've managed to find tickets even from the 1930s and 40s. कहीं ना कहीं किसी कलेक्टर के पास या किसी इंसान के पास पुरानी टिकट रखी थी. बेशक वो मुझसे 1000-2000 रुपए खींच लेते, लेकिन मैं मना नहीं करता हूँ, मैं वो ले लेता हूँ. I have these old cinemas used to have this tradition of printing monthly or weekly programs. तब फिल्म चलती भी थी 1 महीने ना, 1 महीने, 6 महीने, 1 साल. तो पैम्फलेट्स उनके होते थे 1 आने के या 2 पैसे के या जो भी, या फ्री. The oldest one I have is from Imperial Cinema in Bombay from 1916, where they're showing silent films, as a series of 5 or 6 short silent films every day. तो आप एक पैकेज लेके जाते हैं, तो आप 3 बजे चले गए तो आप 7 फिल्में दिखा देंगे, छोटी-छोटी, 20-20. Almost like a film festival. Exactly, tiny little like a montage of films. Yeah. So these things have been. Where did this conversation begin? You were just telling that the cinemas were almost like they were almost like a big banyan tree under which so much businesses flourished, and now. So a lot of these things have just gone. People used to supply snacks. There used to be this one I discovered very early that in Bombay, I'm not sure about other towns, but in Bombay, there used to be this one concept called the samosa mafia. Okay, वो बॉम्बे के सारे सिनेमाज में वो एक ही तरह का समोसा मिलता था, ठीक है, क्योंकि वो सब खाए. So the show timings had to be adjusted in every theater based on what time the interval will be, depending on what time the samosas reach the theater. So every show at theater was designed to have an interval at a point where the vendor could deliver hot samosas at that point of time. You could not argue with him. I know. So the samosa mafia used to flash. I'm sure this must be the story in multiple. All single screen cinemas. बाकी के सारे single screen में एक ही बंदा, उसी के समोसे मिलते थे, और वो उसकी अवेलेबिलिटी पे शो रखना डिपेंड करता है. अगर आपको पहला हाफ 1 घंटा 9 मिनट का है तो आप 1 मिनट 8 पे मैं समोसे भिजवाऊंगा. आपके शो तब शुरू होना चाहिए. There's no nacho mafia. There's no nacho or popcorn mafia. मैं वही आपसे पूछने वाला था कि in so many places that you have gone, have you ever come across a similar PVR multiplex owner who has the same kind of respect or command? There is no PVR multiplex owner. नहीं नहीं ना. अब तो मैनेजर होते हैं ना. इसमें there is no space for whimsy, as I call it. There's no space for whimsy. So the old single screen cinemas that have been taken over by PVR, for example, are on lease. So the owner has relinquished all rights to control or
Okay.
run the place.
Hmm.
For example, I went to a cinema in 1932 movie theater in Lucknow called Sahu.
Okay.
Sahu is from 1932. The exterior is still original. They haven't tampered with it. अंदर वो आर्ट डेको सिनेमा था. अब वो मैं जो नाम मैंने दिया है PVR डेको या आइनॉक्स डेको, जो भद्दा साला वो पता नहीं क्या बना देता है. Las Vegas deco, that kind of over the top.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they've retained, because it's a heritage structure, so they've retained the exterior, but they've completely messed up the interior. Yeah. They've tried to keep it within the deco space, but tastelessness being the hallmark of these multiplex chains. In one side of the cinema which is not used much, I found the old banisters, the old art deco, the railings, the old terrazzo flooring. तो उसकी मैंने तस्वीरें खींची. तो वो बंदा मैनेजर कहता है, सर वो तो सर उस तरफ लीजिए ना, तो नया है एकदम. मैंने कहा नहीं चाहिए. For that, I had to get permission from. I spoke to the owner of Sahu. He said, "Sir, we don't give permission anymore because PVR runs it, and they have a lot of rules and regulations. Now you have to. These corporates now have to worry about invasion of privacy. Why are you shooting people against their consent? वगैरह 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 वगैरह. वो सब Americanism शुरू हुई ना यहाँ पे. I said, look, I don't want to shoot any people. I want to shoot the space. So PVR के through कुछ 10 दिन तक email चलते रहे. Finally, they said, fine, go ahead and shoot. So I shot some. But like I said, they don't have a jurisdiction for that.
There's no ownership.
Yeah. And that personal touch, personal touch.
So only if like a single screen theater is still being owned and run, then there is a possibility of, say, the uniqueness of the town or
that's right,
or the whimsy to be portrayed. But ये जयपुर में जो आपके पुराने थे, गोलचा, प्रेम प्रकाश, ये सब अभी भी हैं कि are these, they are still?
प्रेम प्रकाश तो प्रेम प्रकाश वो क्या कहते हैं, मॉल बन गया.
Raj Mandir
is still going strong.
It's going strong.
I was there in 2020, and Mr. Surana, at the age of 89, came and met me, and he was fabulous. He was fabulous, and he told me some really nice stories, and how the cinema was built by his uncle had started it, and then the uncle couldn't handle the designer. Someone I've researched very thoroughly, W.M. Namjoshi. So वो बुजुर्ग ने कहा कि यार कुशल तू जवान है, तू इस बुड्ढे को संभाल, मेरे से नहीं होता. So that's how Raj Mandir got built. Golcha still exists, come a 2-screen cinema.
Okay.
Ram Prakash is under dispute. Various other cinemas are under dispute. Most of the old cinemas are gone. It's only Raj Mandir that's still, and Golcha. Golcha is the one that looks like the Pink Palace, no?
Yes.
Wo hai. After still running. When I was there in 2020, they renovated the lobby areas, but tastefully, not hideously.
I grew up in Jaipur, so seen a lot of movies in most of these theaters in the first 8 years of my life, and my parents were huge cinema goers. So,
in fact, Raj Mandir के मालिक का एक वो है चुटकुला, कहते हैं कि यार लोग मेरे सिनेमा पे पिक्चर देखने आते हैं, वो राज मंदिर देखने आते हैं.
That's true, absolutely. Every time
and the number of tourists who are hanging around,
Yes.
And yeah, it's a landmark cinema. It's ugly as shit. It's gorgeous at the same time. It's just such a vast space with all its colors and the carpeting. जो गोलचा जो मालिक थे, उन्होंने दिल्ली का भी गोलचा बनाया था. ठीक है, मराठा मंदिर, गोलचा, मराठा मंदिर, राज मंदिर. These were their main cinemas. The gentleman at Golcha, manager, Golcha shut down for the most unfortunate reason. I spoke to the owner, Vikram. He's my age. So apparently, while they were building the Delhi Metro, they had this tunnel going under Golcha Cinema in Daryaganj. And one of the boring machines had got stuck, and they had to use dynamite to dislodge it. And Golcha की नींव जो है थोड़ी क्रैक हो गई है. और ये बगल वाली जो बिल्डिंग है वो करीब 3 डिग्री ऐसे हो गई है. So Vikram said it's too much of a risk now because Delhi also has the Ansals case, which is a very famous.
True.
So he said it's just not safe now to have a structure that is suspect, and you have these huge subwoofers, booming. But you walk into Golcha, it's gorgeous. Okay.
The Delhi one you're talking about. Yes, yes, sir.
कार्पेट अभी भी ऐसा है कि आप अगर 6 फुट के हैं तो हॉल में जाके आप 5 फुट 7 इंच के हो जाते हैं. वो इतना सॉफ्ट है वो कि आप ऐसे धंस जाते हैं कार्पेट के अंदर. And that manager told me that he joined, Mr. Golcha was still around when he joined. ऐसे गुलचा साहब को मेहताब चंद गुलचा, इसे उनको खस के इत्र की बड़ा शौक था। तो कहते हैं कि हर महीने कन्नौज से ऐसे बड़े बड़े बैरल्स आते थे खस के, और हमारा काम था कि वो फ्लिट की जो एक पंप आती थी उसमें हम लोग खस के इत्र एसी के डक्ट्स में उसको हम लोग डालते थे ताकि पूरे सिनेमा में खस की खुशबू आए। Now it's some
Whimsy.
close lemon spray, some pickle spray.
Yeah,
But these are the little nuances.
I know,
No one is stopping anyone from putting khas itar in a multiplex,
but nobody is
But
going
it's
to
not
put it. Yeah.
it's not trendy. Not trendy.
This Golcha is the one in पुरानी दिल्ली, मोती महल के
Daryaganj.
पास, हाँ,
Daryaganj.
दरियागंज में, हाँ, जो ओल्ड मोती महल के. अच्छा, I thought that it closed and then it opened, then it closed again. Is it?
Just shut.
It's shut.
Because of this problem.
Okay. Because I remember.
It's in immaculate shape. I mean, it's maintained.
Yeah, I think I saw Mughal-e-Azam when it re-released. I was in
Right.
DU at that time, and Mughal-e-Azam was released in color, and we had gone to see it in Golcha. So
I
at
saw
that
it
time
in
it was still
Galaxy in Bombay.
okay.
This is the power of the single screen cinema, where some of my friends wanted to go to some Inox to watch Mughal Azam. I said, balls, I'm going to KT Galaxy. Okay, मुझे 1100 लोगों के साथ जाना है।
Right.
आप यकीन नहीं करोगे कि वहाँ 1100 के थिएटर में 1500 लोग होंगे। ठीक है। And it's a 3-hour 40-minute film. ये भी नहीं कि कोई छोटी फिल्म हो।
Sure.
उस सिनेमा में मौजूद हर मर्द, महिला, बच्चा, जवान, बूढ़ा, अब जो भी थे, they knew every dialogue and every lyric of the film. Right? So it's like watching a play, play with a chorus.
True.
And when Madhubala says, "Kaanton ko murjhane ka khauf nahi hota," and you hear it in the voice of 1,500 people, who are waiting for that moment, and everyone knows the dialogue. अब तो multiple लोग
I know. Or they have their screens on, they're looking at their phones and.
हाँ, और यार कोने में चोंच लड़ा रहे हैं यार.
I know. One thing that I want to ask was कि आप कई ओनर से तो मिले, you kind of talked about the fait accompli and that it's most likely not going to survive, but are there any stories of hope or anything that these theater owners have talked about, that there are ways in which some of these cultural relics could be saved? There are no subsidies, I'm assuming. It's only tilted completely against them, like the way I think the larger economic system is functioning. It is more profitable to create PVRs, or is there something that maybe some cities
PVRs are not exactly making money, Tarun. These multiplex chains are.
So then,
because their overhead is much that, but I think it's the ancillary industries that are supporting them, which is the whole
the malls,
the mall mafia, that kind of thing keeps them going. Okay. I don't think a single multiplex is showing some great profits. Yeah. But it's the kind of a, corporate business runs in a very different way, right? As opposed to an individual business. And as we have seen over the years, it's the corporates that swallow up the smaller businesses. That's the way it is. I've never seen a small business. David and Goliath, who as a myth is fine, as a fairy tale is fine, but it doesn't happen in real life. It's not going to happen that, Regal Cinema in Bombay destroys PVR. Wo nahi hoga. In fact, Regal is one of the few cinemas that is managing somehow to sustain it.
Despite being in such a prime.
It's got a great location. So there's a very sweet story there also. Okay, now, Regal Cinema is run by a trust. Okay, it's called Globe Theatre. They own Regal and they own Capital. Okay, Globe Theatre was financed by one person, built by a Parsi, and the person who created it. So there's Parsis and Bohri Muslims on the trust. But the cinema itself is run by the Parsi family that have run it since 1932, 33, whatever. When this whole trend had started of people wanting to take over, like these corporates trying to take over the cinemas, I believe that Regal Cinema was also approached by PVR and Inox because it's a very prime theatre. And everything was agreed upon. Now, this is why I respect the Parsis so much, okay? There was one clause because of which both those contracts fell through, which is very simple. These corporate houses had entered a clause saying that in event of us taking over the cinema, all your old staff will be replaced by our staff. Achha. And they said no. They said these people who worked with us for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Their projection is since 1972. Even, our staff will remain. This, we cannot have old people of that. We need the young, and this is fine. We'll run it around. Don't worry. ऐसे भी लोग होते हैं. ऐसे भी हैं.
But ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग नहीं हैं. You haven't come across many
I
such.
think, see, look, let's throw the whole romance aside, okay? At a very practical level, if I own a 50,000 square foot property that is supposed to generate an income, right? And there was a cinema, and I said, he said, कल वो किसी को भेजूंगा ताला चाबी खोलने के लिए, चाबी के साथ ताला खोलने के लिए, लेकिन लाइट नहीं मिलेगी तुमको. वो हमने कटवा दिया. He said, बेटा ताला बंद रखो, सस्ता पड़ता है. जिस दिन चाबी ने ताला खोला तो उसके खर्चे शुरू हो जाते हैं. ठीक है? So anyone who owns a space of that size, okay, if it isn't generating funds, then it is natural that you would need to move on. Because invariably these places were in significant parts of the city, right? As per the town planning of, areas set apart for entertainment or, education, etc. So these are prime properties in prime areas. So if a cinema has been forced to shut down, I'm not surprised the owner needs to move on. So I sympathize with it. And so it's many multiple thousands, hundreds of factors that have, finally led to this. And out of the remaining 5,000, I've shot 1,000. So not bad.
I hope. Are you still planning to cover the remaining states?
Kind of. Now I'm a little bit broke. You can imagine how much
I can imagine. Yes.
So now if I travel to a place I've not been to before, then I have a list of cinemas already. But I am not in a position now to take a decision. Say, मैं जा रहा हूँ 2 महीने के लिए.
Okay.
वो ज़रा tricky हो गई है.
But as you said, that a lot of things have been accidental and kind of been serendipitous. But anything that you already thought about, that what you want to do with the documentation, or how, whether you want to use it as a stepping stone for something else, or any plans for using this? Like, you've been doing exhibitions. I missed watching it in Bombay.
No, I mean, exhibition, it was, a friend said, look, my cafe has lots of walls. You have lots of photographs. Okay. It's been strange, Tarun, for a project so unique in its subject and so vast in its scale. And I will take the liberty of saying that it is a quality project, okay? That I'm an acceptable photographer and I've done justice to the subject, okay? I think more than 100 galleries across India and the world have rejected, the prospect of displaying this series. I think last count, 56 publishers refused to publish it. It's not like they don't like the work. They don't want to spend the money. So a lot of them have said, the ones who take it a step further, it always ends up with them saying, look, we're happy to publish your book, provided you pay for the printing costs. Okay. We will print it for you, distribute it for you, and we'll give you a 5% royalty. So मैंने कहा यार, I know what's मेरे माथे पे क्या लिखा है मुझे मालूम है, लेकिन इतना बने lights जल रही थी ऐसी मुझे ये नहीं मालूम था. So I am also very clear now. I mean, I get phone calls sometimes, I won't take any names, but this very well-known rich magazine called me, so sir, you've been doing fantastic work, it's amazing, publishing an issue of the magazine. We want to do a special section, a photo essay on single screen cinemas. So, we want about 10 photographs and, an essay of about 1,000 words. So he said, we'll just write you an email and, our terms and conditions and this and that. तो कहते हैं 250 रुपए देंगे फोटोग्राफ की. तो मैं तो हंसी छूट गई मेरी, Anyway, finally they settled for 2,500, which is my bare minimum. But the funniest story is Amazon Prime. They made this series called Marte Dam Tak. It was some series that looked at B movies in Bollywood and I think kuch aisa tha. Okay. So unka ek din phone aaya ki, we're calling from Amazon Prime and, so, we're very fascinated by the work you're doing. And we're doing this project on, on cinema, on B movies. And we want to use 100 of your photographs as part of the timeline of the edit. So we, just give us your email ID and, we'll send you the contract. We want 100 images. And by Amazon Prime. Email aaya. They were offering me 1,000 rupees per image with complete rights in perpetuity on all formats forever, right? Forever. ठीक है. अच्छा मेरी हंसी ऐसे छूट जाती है, ठीक है. तो मैं कहा देखिए 1,000 रुपए ऐसे मैंने ये प्रोजेक्ट आपके लिए नहीं किया, ये मैंने अपने लिए किया. No, you see, sir, Amazon Prime doesn't. I said, I don't give a what Amazon. I'm not giving them to you. I said there is no perpetuity. If I give you the photographs, I will dictate the cost per image. It is one-time use on the timeline of the show. No thumbnails, publicity, posters, magazine ads, print ads, nothing. Okay, because यार मैं बॉलीवुड में पला बड़ा हूँ यार, मैंने बॉलीवुड के प्रोड्यूसर्स को समझ चुका था मैं, ठीक है, तो मुझे
Right.
जो भी बनाना बड़ा मुश्किल है. So I know how these things work, right? No, sir, but Amazon Prime. I said, I don't care. No, sir, but you must understand. I said, I don't want to understand. It's not, worth. I mean, even this conversation is wasted. फिर 10 दिन के बाद फोन आया कि sir, please do something. So I said, look, since I'm such a kind-hearted, compassionate, well-meaning human being, what I'll do is I'll give you the names of 100 cinema theaters. Okay, you please hire a photographer and send that person. Oh, sir, but that will be so expensive. I said, हाँ, बकला ही ना तुमको.
That's what I've already done.
100 तस्वीरें खींचोगे तुम मेरे से लोगे, तुमको मालूम है इसमें कितना पसीना बहा है मेरा? No, sir, but it's fine. You do whatever you like. I'm not going to. Then 6 months later, they came back and they offered me. They took 10 pictures at 10,000 rupees each because I wouldn't budge, and all the caveats were mine. You get nothing.
Amazing.
यार नहीं यार ऐसे थोड़ी.
मेरा
exhibition चल रहा था एक और मजेदार. There was one photograph of a cinema theater called Ashok Talkies in Dhar in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, there's a town called
Dhar. Yes.
Okay, इंदौर से कुछ 3 घंटे 4 घंटे दूर. तो हम पहुंच गए धार. हम तब रोड ट्रिप पे थे, बड़े मजेदार. 3-3.5 घंटे लगे. हम लोग तो 4:30 बजे निकले थे इंदौर से और कुछ 7-8 बजे पहुंच गए. और वहां पहुंचे तो पता चला कि सिनेमा कुछ 30 साल पहले गवर्नमेंट ने बंद कर दिया था. जो एक गेट दिख रहा था उस पे बार्ब वायर और ये वो और जाली और वो थॉर्न्स एंड पता नहीं क्या क्या वो पेड़ों का. जो बाकी उसकी दीवार थी उसमें सब एनक्रोचमेंट हो गया. वो दुकानें बन गई. अब यार अंदर तो जा नहीं सकते. किसी को पूछा मैंने, कहा भाई अंदर कैसे जाके? तो तो बंद हो गई है. ठीक है. Then I went. I don't give up. Okay, until I'm physically evicted from a space, I will carry on trying to find a way of getting in. I mean, it is a miracle that I have not been arrested yet 1,000 times for break. I mean, ताले तोड़े, शीशे तोड़े, जो भी करना है करते हैं. ठीक है. Sometimes I'll go to the nearest police station, say, look, this is my identification. There is a cinema here. I need to photograph it. It is shut. There is no owner. I am entering with your knowledge. हाँ सर जाइए कोई बात. Anyway, घूमते 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 फाइनली मुझे एक वो मिली, एक सुरंग जैसी एक रास्ते, पगडंडी. सुरंग नहीं, पगडंडी मिली मुझे. चले गए. रियलाइज इट इज गोइंग. सन देख के लगा कि सिनेमा की तरफ ही जा रहा है. वहां निकले तो एक 20 बाय 20 की एक जगह थी और वहां पे एक दरगाह, एक बाजार थी. वो सूफी बैठे हुए थे. वो गरीब नवाज का वो पोस्टर लगा था वगैरह. अजमेर के थे वो. मेरे हाथ पे वो कलावा था जो अभी अजमेर से बंधवा के आ रहा था. तो हम तो वैसे ही मिलनसार आदमी. आदाब, आप अजमेर से यहाँ कैसे? और मैं भी वहीं से. अरे अरे आइए जनाब, बैठिए बैठिए. तो बातचीत हो गई. फिर अचानक एक सूफी ने पूछा कि भाई आप यहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं? मैंने कहा मैं वो रास्ता ढूंढ रहा था कि वो पीछे एक सिनेमा है आपके में. अरे वहां क्या, चलिए आपको दिखा देते. अरे बेटा वो सीढ़ी लाना. वन सीढ़ी अराइव्स. ओके, एंड जैसे कि आप चढ़ जाइए, फिर हम आपको सीढ़ी दे देते हैं कि आप उस तरफ ले लो, क्योंकि वहां उतरना पड़ेगा आपको. जब आप लौट के आएंगे तो सीढ़ी आप खींच के हमें वापस कर देना, लेकिन बच के जाइए क्योंकि वहां पर सांप है, बहुत साल से बंद है. I spent 3 hours in that cinema. So when my exhibition was running, someone came to me and said, I really like this photograph, Mr. Chaturvedi. If I wanted to buy a print of it, I said it's 100,000 rupees for a 36 by 24 inch archival print. Oh no, but why should I pay so much for a photograph like this? I'm not forcing you, please don't. And so I didn't mean it like that. I said, no, I know exactly what you meant. He said, no, but why have you? He said, look. Then I told him the story. I said, it took 12 hours of my life, okay, to be able to get this one photograph. That is what you're paying for. ये समझते नहीं ना लोग कितनी मेहनत होती है. एक को मैंने बोला था, I said, do you know what it feels like to drive 50,000 kilometers alone? I said, आपके खून में दम है क्या ये करने का कि आप तो देख. मैंने काम किया इस पे. 600 days to be traveling alone, repeating yourself 1,150 times to each cinema owner about who you are and what you're doing, doing all the research yourself, traveling yourself, being the researcher, photographer, driver, cleaner, financier, production manager, catering, सब हमको ही करना पड़ता है ना. बट खुशी से करते हैं, लेकिन आप में दम नहीं होगी ये करने की.
उसके बाद देने का भी उसके लिए to value it. I think that's the at least you could do is value, which is now I think I'm kind of very happy with where we are in terms of what I wanted to talk to you about. And it has given me and given us, I'm sure everybody who's there and who will listen eventually, such amazing insights about what single screen theater has meant for small town India. I think so.
I have one more interesting nugget for you. Okay,
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Towns and the impact of the cinema and
Yes.
There were some cinemas in these smaller towns that were built in the 1920s and 1930s. Okay. And they were built at a time in a part of town where space was at a premium. And all you needed was a structure and a lane. I mean, that was basically how the cinema was built, right? You needed enough place to build an auditorium and a lane for access.
Correct.
Some of these cinemas used to get pressurized by the municipal corporations, saying you don't have parking, you don't have a fire exit, you don't have this. कहते हैं यार ये साइकिलों के जमाने का सिनेमा था यार. आप इस तरह के अगर कर देंगे तो फिर हमारा सिनेमा कैसे चलेगा? बंद हो गया फिर. Because you change the municipal rules in a way. ठीक है, एग्जिट होना चाहिए, ये अच्छी बात है, लेकिन लॉकडाउन में एक साहब मिले हमको जयपुर के बाहर के. I think they just started that what was it called, that social distancing वगैरह वगैरह शुरू हो गई. अच्छा. फेजेस नए शुरू हो गए थे कि आप 2 सीट बंद करके तीसरी सीट चला सकते हो, फिर 2 सीट. So this guy says, that which space is better for social distancing than a single screen cinema? Right? I've got 1,000 seats where I can sell 200 seats. Okay. I have 8 doors on the left, 8 doors on the right. Okay. You can exit as in tens, not even as 50s or 100s. You can exit as 10 people at a time. He said, which space gives you better social distancing than single theater? He's absolutely right. PVR वगैरह में तो एक entry है, एक exit है.
वो दूसरी exit निकलने में नहीं देते. अगर आप चाहो भी तो. If you want to leave from the entry, they just don't. They are like, आप वहीं से जाइए.
It was interesting. A few of the older cinemas were forced to shut down simply because they didn't have parking and nonsense like that. Where their clientele still comes on cycles or rickshaws, or walking. But nahi license you're not meeting the parameters of municipal considerations of today. Roxy Cinema in Agra was one of those.
Okay. Which shut down because of this. But I hope that there are, of course, the intangible value of the work that you have done is it is not just for preserving the cultural heritage in terms of what they stood for and how they look like, and there are a lot of these emotional elements, and we've been collecting film tickets and projectors, so which also tell a story of a era that has evolved and has moved to where we are right now. But more than that, I think it also has the stories of the people who lived in that era as well, and who saw that cinema, who lived by that cinema, and who lived in these cities which provided that kind of entertainment space. And I'm sure that right now maybe you feel that you have hit a dead end, but as they say that
self-publishing 2 books now. I've decided if someone wants to do it, then I might.
But are you on this also? Are you
one of them is
publishing it?
So there was this when I was doing this journey of mine. ये तो मुझे बंबई से पहले ही मालूम था that Liberty, New Empire, Strand, मराठा मंदिर, ऐसी नहीं पता था. तब लिबर्टी का ही पता था. लिबर्टी का मुझे पता था. 1947 में बनी थी इमारत. बहुत खूबसूरत है, बहुत सारा. मुझे पता चला था कि एक WM वामन मोरेश्वर नामजोशी एक थे जिन्होंने उस सिनेमा को डिजाइन किया था, अंदर बाहर दोनों. ठीक है. फिर मैं गया था पटियाला में एक फूल सिनेमा है, और अति खूबसूरत. ठीक है. That is an example of how an owner has taken a 75-year-old cinema, restored it to 99.9% originality, updated what needs to be updated, and it's still the champion cinema of Patiala. जब
it's still working.
वर्किंग हाउस होल्ड. जब एक वहाँ पटियाला में मल्टीप्लेक्स भी है. ठीक है. लेकिन वहाँ उसकी धौंस ऐसी है कि अगर लड़का कहे एक लड़की को कि मैं तुमको फिल्म दिखाना चाहता हूँ, तो कहती है फूल ले जाना मुझे और कहीं मत ले जाना. Because they've managed to retain the 1947 Art Deco atmosphere. Okay. With everything modern that you would need from a multiplex, from snacks to plush seating, laser projection, Atmos sound, silver screen, सब है उनके पास. So वहाँ पता चला कि ये WM नामजोशी ने बनाया था. अच्छा. पूछा ये आदमी है कौन? अब मैं गूगल करूँ तो कुछ निकले ना. फिर राज मंदिर पे सुराना जी से बात हुई तो कहते ये नामजोशी ने बनाया था. अच्छा. फिर मैं चंडीगढ़ गया वहां पे किरण सिनेमा है, मैं अंदर गया, मैंने कहा ये तो नामजोशी जैसा लग रहा है। अगर मैंने ऐसी 4-5 इसके सिनेमाज देखे हैं तो वुडवर्क वैसा ही है, वो कंसील्ड लाइटिंग वैसी है, डिजाइन वैसे। वो मालिक को पूछा, कहते नहीं नहीं ये तो कॉर्बूसियर के किसी नुमाइंदे ने बनाया था। अच्छा ठीक है, होगा कोई अंग्रेज। फिर करते 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 discovered the new empire had also been renovated by Namjoshi in Bombay. Golcha had been built by Namjoshi. Maratha Mandir had been built by Namjoshi, and Naz in Bombay had been built by Namjoshi. But no one knew who this person was. He just vanished. Okay. Then lockdown के दौरान ऐसे मैं दिल्ली में ऐसे ठलुए बैठे हुए थे, तो मैंने कहा ये नामजोशी को ढूंढते हैं यार, पता है कौन। तो गूगल करते 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 मेरी उंगलियां घिस गई। फिर मैंने कहा चलो टेलीफोन डायरेक्टली ट्रैक करते हैं, ठीक है कितने नामजोशी हो। सो आई कॉल्ड अप्रोक्सीमेटली 75 नामजोशीज, ठीक है, trying to find out if they were related to this person, and everyone said no. There was one number in Indore that went unanswered. Okay. And that number was intriguing me the most because it was an interior design and architectural firm. Okay. I left Delhi and वो करते करते मैं जब धार की बात कर रहा था तो इंदौर में रुका था। अब बहुत खूबसूरत सिनेमा, तो मैं उस पते पे चला गया। लॉकडाउन का जमाना, ठीक है, दिस इज 2020। अब वो घर पे ताला बंद, मैंने आसपास दूर से पूछा कि भाई कौन है, कहते नहीं कुछ इंटीरियर टिके, बहुत सालों से यहाँ पे। मैंने कहा कहाँ है, कहते नहीं वो लॉकडाउन के बाद से लौट के नहीं आए थे, वो कहीं गए हुए हैं, या तो बॉम्बे में होंगे या कलकत्ता में होंगे, मैं नहीं मालूम। ठीक है, फिर आई फिनिश द जर्नी एंड couple of years ago I did a trip from Pune to the south, ठीक है, and I went to a town called Sholapur. In Sholapur I had been introduced to this gentleman called Mr. Bharat Bhagwat, who was from a family that owns 4 cinemas in. They built one of the earliest cinemas in 1932 called Bhagwat Chitra Mandir. It's like a stone palace, okay, beautiful cinema. And then they built 2 cinemas above and below each other in 1938 and 1942. In 1964 they built an L on the same thing and built a 4th cinema. So Bhagwat said this is the first multiplex in Asia, where you could come to a single space and have a choice of 4 screens and a restaurant and food and shopping and all that. So the ones that were above and below each other were shut. The palace had been shut, but they were all open for me. I walked into the lower cinema of the double wala, which was 1938 में बना। देख रहा हूँ यार ये बड़ा पहचाना हुआ लग रहा है यार मामला, लेकिन ये 1938 में तो ये तो बहुत पुरानी बात होगी यार। फिर मैंने फोटोग्राफी करी, वो जो अब नामजोशी का एक स्टाइल मुझे समझ में आ गया था, जिस तरह की वो चीजें करता था। यार ये तो बड़ा पहचाना हुआ लग रहा है, लेकिन पता नहीं कौन। फिर आए बाहर, finished all the cinemas and I was walking to the manager's office to say thank you for his time and help. उनके दफ्तर के दरवाजे के बाहर वाली दीवार पे एक हैंड पेंटेड एक साइन लगा हुआ था, that Uma Chitra and Chhaya Chitra Mandir and the below mentioned cinemas are built by W.M. Namjoshi, Nambros. तो अचानक वो पूरी लिस्ट मेरे सामने आ गई, and I realized that I had shot, I think, a little less than half the number of cinemas mentioned on that thing. That was the first. Then I asked Mr. Bhagwat कि नामजोशी कौन थे, कहते नहीं वो बम्बई से आते थे और वो काफी एक्सेंट्रिक इंसान थे, और मेरे ग्रैंडफादर के साथ उनकी बहुत गहरी दोस्ती, क्योंकि उनके 3 सिनेमा बनाए थे। Then I realized that he also had built 3 cinemas for the Golchas, 3 cinemas for the Guptas, so he had this ability to create long relationships. Okay, but nobody knew anything about him beyond that. So a year and a half ago, I got approached by the Art Deco Mumbai Trust, एक संस्था है that has been preserving and documenting Art Deco in Bombay. So they called me and said, look, Hemant, we're doing fantastic work, and we, have these talks that we do for our members. We'd like you to do one for us because your, project is very interesting. What would you like to talk on? I said, give me a few days, let me think about it. तो साहब कहते कि नहीं, why don't you talk about the Art Deco cinemas of Bombay? मैंने कहा यार वो नहीं करूँगा मैं, ठीक है, वो तो माने लोगों ने निचोड़ के वो कपड़ा भी अब फट गया है, वो नहीं होगा मेरे से। आप मुझे 2 दिन दे दीजिए, मैं आपको एक आइडिया बना के दे दूँ। So I got back to him and I said, look, I'll break it up into 2 sections of 1 hour, 90-minute talk. There's it 40 minutes. So I said, look, people from Bombay believe and assume that Art Deco began and ends in Bombay. Okay, it may have begun in Bombay, but it as aspirational architecture, it traveled everywhere. In 1934, when Regal was built, someone coming from Sholapur has seen Regal and gone and built an Art Deco cinema there. Okay, that is how these things seep into the community, into the country. I shall do one section looking at Art Deco that I found across the country. Okay? Very interesting structures. And the second half I'll do on how I have discovered the work of Mr. Naam Joshi, which includes New Empire and Raj Mandir and वगैरह. Done very good. So I was preparing the docket and I said, यार वो number था ना उसको डायल करते हैं जो इंदौर का number था. तो मैंने उसको डायल कर दिया and it actually got answered. Okay, this elderly voice came on the phone. So I said, am I speaking to Mr. Naam Joshi? He said, हाँ नाम जोशी बोल रहा हूँ, आनंद बोल रहा हूँ. कहते हैं आपका कोई WM नाम जोशी से ताल्लुक है? कहते हैं हाँ वो मेरे चाचा थे, वो मेरे फादर के छोटे भाई थे. तो मैं चुप हो गया 1 मिनट के लिए. बोले हेलो, मैंने कहा नहीं नहीं आनंद जी मैं हूँ यहाँ पे क्योंकि मैं 1.5-2 साल से ये नंबर मैंने ट्राई किया था लेकिन कभी मिला नहीं. Anyway, then I got the entire story of Naam Joshi. Okay, and for the talk I managed to invite Naam Joshi's granddaughter, who's also an architect and lives in Bombay. And
Wow.
she was emotionally completely drained by the end of the show. She
Amazing.
said, my entire childhood has gone past me, you know, but my grandfather used to be busy. So I managed to resurrect. I'll send you the article that I wrote.
You'd send a YouTube video also, I think it was this. Yes.
That's the talk.
Yes.
The second book is on Naam Joshi.
Oh wow. Yeah.
This one I'm doing on my Charlie Chaplin impersonator, which is ready. I've sent the draft to the publisher yesterday. So the next one I'm planning to do is Naam Joshi, because it's a more controllable book. Sometimes I get, you know, kind of overwhelmed by the scale of the project. अब वो किस तरह मैं क्या किताब बनाऊं, you know, 90,000 तस्वीरों में से. तो मैं कहा चलो छोटे-छोटे सब्जेक्ट पकड़. After that, I'll do one on projectionists, just on the life of the projectionist, because I've got these 150 portraits. I've got photographs of every possible projector, you know, in history that has come to India. Silent projectors, 8mm projectors, वगैरह वगैरह दुनिया भर की चीजें.
Even physical projectors you've been collecting.
I have two cinema owners gifted.
Okay.
So one is from the late 1930s. It's an American projector. Second one is a 70 projector from Calcutta. That's a bit of a hodgepodge. वो थोड़ा base किसी का है, machine किसी की है, movement किसी का है. 70 mm के मैगजीन है बड़े-बड़े. तो 55-60 तो lenses है मेरे पास. Anamorphic, spherical. I think over the last 75 years, I've been collecting all these little bits and pieces. अच्छा लगता है.
Great.
Oh, you go last thing. South में अभी भी चल रहे हैं.
हाँ, South में अभी भी
Still screen cinemas अभी भी चल रहे हैं. और उसकी वजह किसी ने मुझे समझाई. ठीक है, वहां तो जैसे जिस अभी जब 2 साल पहले मैं दक्षिण का वो टूर मारा था मैंने, तो RRR चल रही थी हर जगह. ठीक है, तो बड़े इनोसेंटली में गया. वो एक सिनेमा को मैसूर में एक सिनेमा ओनर थे, तो मिलने गया. सर yes you must photograph our cinema. And so when I shoot a running cinema, I normally go at 10 o'clock in the morning, just 2 hours before the show, and or in between shows. ठीक है. So I said, sir, can I come at 10 o'clock in the morning? He said, 10 o'clock the show चल रहा है. 10 o'clock. He said, our first show starts at 4 o'clock in the morning.
What?
He said, it's a 3-hour, 50-minute film. We have 6 shows a day. So he said the first show starts at 4, the last show ends at 3:30 in the morning.
This is where?
This is Mysore.
Mysore. Yeah.
तो मैंने कहा अब क्या करूं? कहते हैं काम करो जब जैसे फिल्म खत्म. I said, what about between shows? He said, there is no between shows because the film is so long and we're packing in this number of shows in a day that इस तरह का दरवाजा खुलता है लोगों को जाने के लिए और इस तरह का खुल जाता है आने के लिए. तो तुम एक काम करो, तुम शो खत्म होने के 10 मिनट पहले जाके तुम ऑडिटोरियम में घुस जाओ. तो जहां वो लाइट ऑन हुई तुम अपना एंगल जमा के शूट कर लो. उससे ज्यादा मैं कोई प्रॉमिस नहीं कर सकता. So that of course then became a recurring issue because everywhere was where RRR was running to house full, you know. I saw the climax last 30 minutes of RRR about 55 times I think. बस भेजा पक गया था एकदम उसको देख. But I hand it to the South Indians, man. They managed to take something really obscure and obtuse and bizarre and make it grand, you know? And that's why they're running. So the guy told me, he said the reason that single screen cinemas are still doing well in the South is because you have 4 languages that by and large are interchangeable. Okay, people from here will understand the language there, they will understand that one. He said each language has a minimum of 4 superstars. Okay, which means that if 4 superstars do even 2 films each every year, we've got 30 films to show. Whereas in Bombay, because you're either remaking our films that have already been dubbed in Hindi, why are you wasting your time? Why are you remaking a Vijay Sethupathi film in Hindi, which has already been dubbed in Hindi and has been a hit in Hindi and fails with Shah Rukh Khan? Right? Why are you wasting your money and time?
But now they've started making all of them in one language, in all languages एक साथ also. So they make it in Malayalam, Tamil, and सब कुछ एक साथ ही कर दो. So, but then maybe these superstars are the answers for, or hold some hope for.
वो है नहीं, वो concept
नहीं, वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि South में if superstars are the answer to, not answer, but maybe that's the reason that, as you said, the single screen theaters are surviving.
Which is what the Rajasthan cinema owner said कि यार वो 1000 लोग
अब नहीं आता है, so there is.
आयुष्मान खुराना को देखने नहीं आए.
At 90s probably still when we had the Khans ruling the Bollywood. And
one last story, okay, then I will shut up. Okay.
No, please go ahead.
On Lamington, Grant Road, called Nishat. Okay. Nishat has been around for years. It still has an old stage and उस ज़माने का है. वो curved balcony बड़ी खूबसूरत होता है. तो उसके मालिक ने कुछ एक सवा साल पहले. So that was an area which used to be called Playhouse. Okay, it had all these drama theaters, Alfred, Bombay Theatre, New Roshan, Gulshan, Royal, Super, Shalimar, and all of them used to be, many of them used to be proscenium theaters from the 1800s. Okay. Also, Falkland Road was there, which is the red light area of Bombay. So, okay, so as Falkland Road became more and more prominent, all the cinemas became really sleazy, and finally they were all shut down. Alfred still runs immaculately kept 150-year-old cinema, 150-year-old theatre, okay, a cinema from the 1930s. Beautiful place, but उनके clientele वो लूले लंगड़े कोड़ी, वैसे चर्सी, अफीमची, prostitutes वगैरह उस तरह का उनका clientele, लेकिन वो साफ सुथरा रखते हैं. Now that Falkland Road kind of collapsed as the red light area, a lot of cinemas got broken down in these new housing colonies, 2 colleges, a hospital, etc. So the demographic of the place has changed, right? So the owner of Nishat realized that since things are now different here, the closest decent cinema is Inox at Nariman Point, okay? Or Metro at Dhobi Talab. That is the closest, which is a good 10-12 kilometers away. So he said, maybe I should now renovate Nishat into a grade 1 cinema so that I can attract the लोगों को दूर ना जाना पड़े, ठीक है, वो मोहल्ले का सिनेमा बन जाएगा. तो उन्हें सारे उन्होंने प्लान बनाया और कहा कि मैं पठान से शुरू करूंगा, ठीक है, पठान जो आई थी कि वो मैं जो रीओपन करेंगे हम तो पठान के साथ करेंगे. एवरीथिंग वेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान. पठान आई सिनेमा का हाउसफुल, ठीक है. अब भीड़ भाड़ है और वो धक्का मुक्की हो रही है, वहां अंदर सिनेमा ऑफिस में खलबली मच गई. हाउसफुल का बोर्ड कहाँ है, मिल ही नहीं रहा है. इतने साल से किसी ने देखा था नहीं उसको, तो उन्होंने अपने दूध भेजे अल्फ्रेड टॉकीज को और वहां कि भाई वो तुमसे पूछो तुम्हारे हाउसफुल का बोर्ड है. 10 दिन की हमको दे दीजिए. So Alfred वालों ने अपना हाउसफुल का बोर्ड को लोन कर दिया कि भाई आप.
Wow.
That's such a story, that they'd not seen a hausful board for so long that they didn't even know where it was. So they had to borrow it from a neighboring cinema.
That's a story with so many. I'm sure like single screen theaters would have had that revival with Pathan, and because it did happen, I think, very recently. That for a week. Wow. I think, like in terms of things, they are still bubbling in my head. There are a lot of things, but in interest of time and for just to also kind of bookmark it with a question which can give justice to this amazing journey. Maybe any last message that you want to give to the audience that still loves single screen theaters in small towns? And
well, whenever you get a chance, go and watch a film there. You'll realize that the joy of watching a good film with 1,000 people is a lot more satisfying than some dirty little 50-seater auditorium with disinterested, self-obsessed, phone-obsessed people.
So, Yutika and I have the option of doing that. We can listen to that message of yours and probably go and see it in Ramar Palace today. Great. But thanks, Hemant. I know. And if I did not have the other 3 also hanging on, I think I'm sure that I will still be on calls with you and hopefully find some time again to listen to some of these anecdotes and reflect on some of the work that we are doing. But it was such a great pleasure, Hemant, to listen to these incredible stories. And hopefully that even though we are a small medium, we hope that the story that you talked about, the stories of hope also that you talked about are able to reach maybe some of these small towns which are still running these single screen theaters. I did find a lot of stories of hope as what you talked about. There are still ways in which people are holding on to these relics of India's old cinemas culture, and they are still preserving in one way or the
one
other.
of the things that I keep one of the things I keep telling, a lot of cinema owners they assume that I'm the authority now on single screen cinemas. यार हेमंत भाई आप बताएं हम क्या करें यार, नहीं मैरिज हॉल बना दें, ये करें. मैं कहता हूँ आप जो भी करो, इमारत चेहरा मत बदलना. कहते नहीं तो हमारे शहर इतने बदसूरत होते जा रहे हैं कि I mean, India has become so ugly from the one I grew up in. It's grotesque. The way that people have just, I mean, what happened? We used to be a tasteful society. We had, ambitions and the ability to create aesthetically pleasing structures. Yeah. And now what? Bloody aluminium cladding everywhere. Sure. Beautiful old cinema in Madras, casino. I was dying to shoot it, and similar one called one in Belgaum now. Not radio. ऐसे कुछ नाम था उसका. Globe. Beautiful, elegant little art deco structures obliterated by aluminium cladding.
So I think that's the least that can be preserved. I think, yeah.
But I don't understand why we can't make vintage look dignified and respectful even today, which is why I like Phul, that Patiala cinema. वो देखें like यार. It's spelled Phul. Just Google it and look for it. I think they have an Instagram page also. Phul Theatre, Patiala. It is stunning and a perfect example of what you can achieve once you decide to do
it. I hope that maybe these examples are also there to inspire a lot of these. Are you able to maybe make a network of some of these guys? Do they talk to each other? Is there a network that they have, or they exist in their own?
They have a Theatre Owners Association in every state.
Okay.
But I think the depression levels are so high that people prefer to not talk to each other.
Because I feel that in that era when there were communication was scarce, the way in which the architecture has traveled across cities, there was a lot more communication between the people who were creating these theaters, and the love for cinema transcended geographic boundaries. But now I think it has probably not that much. But that would be like maybe you as a
when Metro was built in Calcutta, when the Metro cinema was built in Calcutta, it was the first Art Deco structure in Calcutta. Okay? And it was by the same people who built the Metro in Bombay. Metro Goldwyn Mayer, basically, they owned, and the architect was the same across the world. The guy who designed all the Metro cinemas across the world. So Metro was the first example of Art Deco in Calcutta. So the story goes that when it became this landmark, of architectural fascination for the people there, any rich person who wanted to get a bungalow made, or build something for themselves, had never heard the phrase Art Deco. So they would call the architect for a meeting and say, "Amake Metro pattern body chahiye." So Art Deco
that is synonymous.
Metro pattern. It became Metro. Metro pattern. Chaliye.
Okay. Thanks, Hemant. I think
most welcome.
I'll be in touch, and we will, once we in the best possible way that we can produce it, we will produce and share the final recording, the podcast links, and we also make short snippets out of the really insightful, and the whole of it is, but we'll try to break it into a few smaller parts as well. And I hope that you can use that to maybe connect with these theater owners and maybe inspire them to continue doing the great work that they're doing in preserving the soul of the cities. And best of luck and kudos to your spirit.
Thank you. Thanks for doing great work too. So.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Done.
Yes.
Bye,
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.